Welcome to Community Conversations. I'm your host, Ian Parkinson, and I'm here today with Mira Monagen from the Habitat of Humanity. Welcome. Did I get your name right?
Yes, it was perfect. Thank
Okay.
you.
So, I think everybody's pretty much seen an advertisement or a commercial for Habitat Humanity at some point in their life. But as we were talking earlier, this is a much larger organization than I think people realize.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll start off with Medicine Hat. So in July of this year, the City of Medicine Hat was kind enough to give you a price break on a lot.
Yes.
But there's a bit more to this, isn't there?
Yeah. So again, a huge thank you for allowing us to be here to talk about Habitat, as well as huge thank you to the City of Medicine Hat for all the council members who voted in favor of the price reduction on the lot, that we're able to now set our footprint for the next build that we're looking at possibly 2 years from now to actually be sitting here and saying that we're welcoming 2 new families into homes. So the whole process relies on contributions within the community. Again, the land reduction price, again, put forth this project. And it relies on all facets of contributions within the community. We rely on 3 levels of government funding in order to make builds happen in this province, as well as, the contributions within the community. All of our sponsors and donors are all local businesses and not-for-profit organizations.
Right.
Our volunteers are all part and parcel of that whole opportunity for us to continuously be able to say that we're providing affordable housing in our community.
Now, this lot, the city has just given you for 50%.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking earlier, it's actually next door to your 2018-2020 finish building.
Yeah, so the city, again, had provided us a lot in 2018, and we were, again, successful in putting 2 families in those homes in 2020. And when we approached the city again on looking for an opportunity to build again in the city, we were just lucky enough that the lot right next door was available, and we'll be able to put another duplex in that home, and again, put 2 more families in stable housing in the community.
Okay, so how many Habitat for Humanity buildings are in Medicine Hat?
So we have had a total of 12 Habitat homes, and we've housed successfully 14 families within the community of Medicine Hat. We have been successful in seeing 2 families graduate out of the program. And that's another piece to our program. Families buy into the program, they pay mortgages, and at times there might be some life changes. Sometimes, the families have been in there long enough that they've successfully raised their family in there, and now they're looking to downsize.
Okay.
So Habitat takes the opportunity of looking to buy that home back from the family. We repurpose the home and refinish the home, bring it up to standards again, and be able to successfully put another family in the home. So those homes, again, as we raise funds and build in the community, they're a home that stays in your community in perpetuity. It's an affordable housing stream that's available in Medicine Hat for years and years to come.
So if a family, like let's say a very young family, is suffering from housing affordability, housing availability issues, how do they approach Habitat for Humanity?
Well, first and foremost, the best place to get all the information about Habitat is through our website.
Okay.
So our website has all the information. It has what we have available in what community. Currently, right now, Habitat is actually actively building in 3 communities, so Medicine Hat being one. As well as the foothills area. High River is in an active build as well. So we're looking to build out in High River in the next year. And Calgary as well. We're building 24 homes right now in Calgary as well. And then outside of Habitat Southern Alberta, there are multiple other affiliates within Alberta that are providing Habitat housing. Lethbridge, Red Deer, Camrose, and north Edmonton area as well. So at any point in time, anyone is looking for some information on Habitat housing. If you reach out to any one of our affiliates, we'd point you in the right direction. And again, our contact information is all on our website.
Okay, so the latest build you're going to start here in the next year or so, it's going to be a duplex. How does it get built? Most people, I have a sneaking suspicion I know the answer, but I'd like a true answer.
So we raise the funds to build the home, and we get ready to, for building the home, there's a cost associated with that. But actually building the home, we stay local. So we look to hire a local contractor who will hire local trades in to build the homes. And on top of that, we bring in local volunteers to help also facilitate the build. So all of it stays local through a local contractor, and it's navigated through Habitat Southern Alberta on the build and managing all the facets of an actual build process.
So does the family who's going to be in this new place sometime in the next 2 years, what part do they play in the construction of the house?
Well, they play a bigger part. When we've finally successfully matched a family, they're made aware that they have to contribute 500 community hours. So a part of those 500 community hours is on the build site, where they're helping to build their homes. They're also learning life skills. When they're out there building their homes, they're learning about things like HVAC systems and how a furnace works and humidity and, ensuring that your lawns are taken care of. These are all families that get life skills while they're also building their homes. But part of also those 500 community hours, they'll contribute their community hours also at our restore. We have a local restore here where they'll be out in that vicinity and also completing some of their hours there, being part of the community and part of the whole process of Habitat. And then, of course, we reach out to the community as well. If there's other events that are going on where they're looking for volunteers, our Habitat families are out there also supporting those community events and also spreading the word that they're happy and excited that they're the next successful Habitat family, and they're integrating within the community themselves.
So how do you turn the homes over? Obviously, as families, they're likely going to move into this place with likely preschool youngsters, I'd imagine. But then in 12 years when they graduate, they're still in the Habitat for Humanity home, but they want to downsize. Then what do they do?
Well, right now we're lucky enough that our families are able to continue on with their mortgage payments. Their mortgage payments are adjusted every year to make sure that it stays within 30% of their income so that they continue to be affordable. And some families choose to stay in their home even after children leave. Okay. Some families have their mortgages paid off. And some families choose to downsize. So if our family decides that they're wanting to leave the program, what we do is that we offer them back their mortgage payments. They often share a portion of any equity change in the value of the home. And then what we do, again, as I had mentioned, we look to see that if there's a need in the community for housing, we'll refinish those homes and put another family in that home. So.
Which is the same as the real world, where you sell a house, the bank gets the money, you buy a new house, the bank pays for it.
That's right.
So do you just build single family homes and duplexes, or do you build larger facilities?
Well, we do. Certainly, if we have the ability to acquire the land that allows us to put a higher density on it. We did successfully complete a 32-unit build in Calgary, stacked townhomes, that allowed us, again, to put 32 families in a community side by side. So it's pretty unique that we're able to do so. In the regions right now, what we're successful at doing is raising enough funds to build duplexes. If an opportunity comes up for us to potentially build higher density, it's certainly something that we have done and we would certainly look at doing.
So a 32-unit row of townhouses, you obviously have a main contractor, but it's still volunteer labor?
Yeah, it's hundreds and hundreds of hours and hundreds of volunteers, and it's almost like a machine. We have two individuals that work for Habitat, and they run a crew of volunteers that help build our homes. And it's quite an amazing piece. Along with that, we have a lot of volunteers that come. We have special events and days where we have people in the community that come and also join our build site and help be part of the process as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's almost like herding cats.
It's an amazing feat.
You've got on a yearly basis, you have access to provincial and federal funding. What other fundraisers do you do?
Well, I mean, it can be as simple as, a trade show where we're putting a raffle on. And it can be, again, as large as, like, we do our best to ensure that we try to get federal funding and CMHC funding, which is available. We're constantly working our avenues to receive provincial funding, municipal funding as well. The City of Medicine Hat, again, was approached by our local volunteers, and that's how that magic happened. There are local businesses as well that contribute to the project in all different types of scales, whether it be a simple contribution of some of the materials that we need, or actual, dollar donations. ATB was our biggest sponsor last time around in a community grant fund that they provided, and we're hoping to tap into those again. So again, it's on all levels, and every little bit helps in order to make this happen.
So if a contract has surplus material, or somebody has some extra money lying around they're not sure what to do with, contact Habitat for Humanity.
Absolutely, and we'll do our best to be the ones that they first think of when that opportunity comes up. So, it's about understanding that there's always a need,
Yes.
and that we're always available to be there to be that first of mind when they have an opportunity to contribute back to the community.
And I mean, housing affordability and housing availability, we talked about this earlier, it's not a new issue, and it looks like it's not an issue that's going to go away anytime soon.
Yeah. In our model too, what I like to also remind people is that we're taking two families in Medicine Hat in the next year or two, putting them into affordable housing. But what we're also doing is freeing up to rental housing opportunities for other families out there. So it's a perpetual cycle that we're able to do. If you're helping one family in affordable housing, you're also helping other families as well, because it continues on that cycle for the whole housing spectrum.
Right, and this is mostly geared to low income.
Yes.
So do you have rental units?
We don't facilitate in rental units. What we do is we do support all facets of affordable housing, and rental affordable housing is a piece to that. A good majority of our families are coming from subsidized rental housing. And again, by putting them into Habitat's program, again, frees up opportunity. There's a lengthy list of families that are waiting for affordable rental housing. Again, if we can pull that one family out into Habitat housing, again, allows the opportunity for another family to enter affordable rental housing.
Right. So for every home you build, one or two more families have a spot created for them moving into the system.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you have a chapter in Brooks?
Yeah, actually, that's a great question. We do have an active chapter in Brooks. We've just finished a successful build. We built 2 duplexes, so 4 families in the last year and a half have entered into the Habitat program, into affordable housing. The chapter, again, continues to be active. Obviously, the municipal government, so the City of Brooks, is willing to offer up land to Habitat. The next piece to it is to raise the funds. Yeah. So we're working our avenues on trying to ensure that we can get the funding that allows us to continuously be actively building out in Brooks. Great sponsors out there, JBS being one of the key sponsors for us out there. They're super supportive again on helping us through another build. So, we're hopeful, and our team volunteers are still out there raising funds, and also ensuring that we stay active in the community, and people are, again, top of mind of Habitat when an opportunity comes up to contribute.
Well, your success must be speaking for itself, because at the city council meeting in July, I think it's the first no-brainer I've seen them do in quite a while. It was just do it. Right?
Yeah, that felt great. It felt amazing to see all the council members say, absolutely, Habitat is important for the community, and we know and stand behind what Habitat does. So that was an amazing, feat for us to say that we've got full city support on that.
Now, the Habitat for Humanity restores, how do they work?
So we are fortunate enough to also, so the Restores plays a part in allowing us to actually continue on with the affordable housing and building and staying in communities. So we're lucky enough that we have a Restore here in Medicine Hat. Yeah. I was out there this morning, so if nobody's been out there in a while, or if you haven't been out there, please check them out. They've got amazing stuff. If you're doing anything in your home, they are the place to go to check out for anything to do with renovations, or even if you're trying to jazz up a room in your house, they're a place to go. All of the items that go to our Restore are through donations. And again, every donation that's made to the Restore and every purchase that's made at the Restore feeds our ability to build in the community. So
one of the things that impressed me, and I have to apologize, I've only ever been in the Medicine Hat Restore, but if you have a character home, or a home that's, I use the word, not modern, that's where you can find the outlet plates or the taps or some of the flooring, even where the new hardware stores don't carry it.
That's right.
It's quite an adventure in digging through the boxes to find things. So how big of an area do you work in? Like you mentioned there's Edmonton North. So is it just, let's say Edmonton South, or is it broken up?
So Habitat Southern Alberta is basically south of Red Deer. And then there is the affiliate of Lethbridge that manages the Lethbridge area. But basically, if you take the map and you look south of Red Deer, that's essentially where Habitat Southern Alberta is servicing. And again, right now, actively, we are in Brooks, we are in High River, we are in Medicine Hat, and we continue to build in Calgary as well.
So you're very busy.
We are very busy, yes. And as you know, the housing need continues to be stretched, and we're doing what we can to actually help through that spectrum of housing need.
So if somebody's curious or wants to donate or needs help, they go to where?
Best place, again, through the website, habitatsouthernab.ca. That's our website where pretty much all the information that you need. If you're a family looking to possibly apply into the program, if you're a donor, if you're looking to volunteer, if you're just wanting to know a little bit about the program, it's all on the website. And again, if you can't find it on the website, the contact information's there, and we're happy to answer any questions for anyone who wants to know more about Habitat.
Excellent. Is there anything else you'd like to speak to?
I just want to say again a thank you to Rogers TV for allowing us to be here and speak about Habitat. It's exciting when we get to be out in the community and talk about Habitat and all that we do. And again, we'll be out in the community here in Medicine Hat, driving up support donors and sponsors, the local businesses, the local community associations. We'll be out there, and we're glad to be back in Medicine Hat.
Well, when you start to put shovels in the ground, give us a call. We'll be happy to have you back.
Appreciate it.
Thank you
Ian.
for coming in.
Thank you, Ian.
This was another Community Conversations. Thank you for watching.